The accessibility revolution that changes everything. Let me explain why Pi Network's mobile-first mining model is the most revolutionary monetary innovation since the gold standard was abandoned. Traditional currency creation requires either government decree or energy-intensive computational work that excludes 99% of the world's population. Pi Network eliminated both barriers with smartphone mining that anyone can access. But here's what makes this historically unprecedented. Pi Network created the first monetary system where currency issuance is truly democratic, not controlled by central banks, not monopolized by wealthy miners with industrial hardware, but accessible to any human with a mobile phone. Think about the implications. A farmer in Bangladesh has the same currency creation power as a software engineer in Silicon Valley. A student in Brazil participates in monetary policy with equal voice to a banker in London. This isn't just financial inclusion. It's monetary democracy at planetary scale. And the results are staggering. 50 million verified users across 230 countries mining Pi Network currency daily. That's more active monetary participants than most national currencies have ever achieved in their entire history. Traditional currencies spread through conquest, trade dominance, or government mandate. Pi Network is spreading through voluntary adoption because it offers superior functionality to existing monetary systems. Mass adoption that defies every precedent. Here's where Pi Network's global currency strategy becomes absolutely brilliant. They solved adoption through utility instead of speculation. Most cryptocurrencies chase adoption through price appreciation and exchange listings. Users buy hoping for profits, not because they need the currency for actual transactions. Pi Network flipped this model entirely. Users mine Pi because they want to participate in a better monetary system. They stay because Pi enables commerce, governance, and financial services that traditional currencies can't provide. But the real genius lies in community structure. Pi Network's 50 million users aren't passive holders, they're active ecosystem participants. Merchants accepting Pi payments, developers building Pi applications, community leaders organizing regional adoption. This creates network effects that compound exponentially. Every new user increases utility for existing users. Every merchant integration makes Pi more valuable for commerce. Every developer contribution enhances ecosystem functionality. Compare this to traditional currency adoption. The US dollar achieved global reserve status through military backing and petroleum trade agreements. The euro required political unification of 27 countries. China's digital yuan needs government mandate for domestic adoption. Pi Network is achieving global monetary reach through pure utility and voluntary participation. And we're still in the early phases of their expansion strategy. Before we dive into Pi Network's institutional positioning strategy, and trust me, their approach to regulatory compliance while maintaining decentralization will completely reshape how you think about monetary sovereignty. Smash that like button if you're seeing how Pi Network is building global currency adoption through utility instead of speculation, and subscribe to TJ Crypto World for the monetary revolution analysis that central banks don't want you to understand. Now let me show you the utility framework that could make Pi Network indispensable for global commerce. Real-world utility that traditional currencies can't match. Here's where Pi Network's global currency positioning becomes absolutely unstoppable. They're building utility infrastructure that traditional monetary systems can't replicate. Cross-border payments without correspondent banking relationships, merchant transactions without payment processor fees, governance participation without representative intermediaries, identity verification without government database dependency. But the strategic breakthrough is programmable money with social consensus. Pi Network combines cryptocurrency's technical capabilities with community governance that adapts to user needs. Traditional currencies are static. Their functionality is determined by central bank policy and government regulation. Pi Network currency evolves through community decision-making and developer innovation. Need micropayments for digital content? Pi Network enables frictionless transactions too small for traditional payment systems. Want transparent voting on community issues? Pi Network provides blockchain governance that governments can't manipulate. Require stable value for business planning. Pi Network's global consensus. Value creates predictability without speculative volatility. This isn't just better money. It's adaptive money that serves human needs instead of institutional profits. Leadership vision that transcends technology. While other cryptocurrency projects are led by anonymous developers or venture capital firms maximizing returns, Pi Network is guided by academics with PhD expertise in distributed systems and social computing. Dr. Nicholas Kokalis and Dr. Chung Diao Fan aren't building another trading instrument or speculative asset. They're engineering a monetary system based on inclusion, sustainability, and real-world problem-solving. Their academic backgrounds inform a development philosophy that prioritizes long-term utility over short-term price movements, ethical tokenomics over pump-and-dump mechanics, community empowerment over institutional extraction. But here's what makes their leadership historically significant. They're building currency infrastructure that could survive governmental collapse, economic crisis, or technological disruption. Pi Network's decentralized architecture means it doesn't depend on any single country's stability, any corporation's business model, or any political system's continuity. This positions Pi Network as potentially the most resilient monetary system ever created, designed to serve human coordination regardless of changing political or economic conditions. The institutional recognition that validates everything. The most compelling evidence for Pi Network's global currency trajectory is growing institutional attention despite their refusal to compromise decentralization principles. Financial institutions exploring Pi Network integration for cross-border settlement. Identity verification companies studying Pi's KYC innovation for compliance applications. Government agencies analyzing Pi Network governance for digital democracy implementations. But here's what makes institutional recognition revolutionary. Pi Network is attracting partnership interest while maintaining community control over development priorities. Traditional currency systems require institutional approval for legitimacy. Pi Network is earning institutional respect while preserving user sovereignty over monetary policy. This creates an unprecedented dynamic institutional validation without institutional control. And the timing is perfect. Central banks struggle with CBDC implementations that threaten privacy and freedom. Traditional cryptocurrencies remain too volatile and energy-intensive for mainstream adoption. Existing payment systems extract massive fees while excluding billions of people from global commerce. Pi Network offers institutions a solution that serves their operational needs while empowering users instead of exploiting them. As regulatory frameworks adapt to accommodate decentralized systems, Pi Network's compliance-ready infrastructure positions them to capture institutional adoption without sacrificing the community values that drive user loyalty. If this investigation into Pi Network's global currency strategy opened your eyes to the future of planetary monetary systems, here's what I need you to do. Hit that like button. It tells YouTube that monetary revolution analysis matters more than price speculation, and helps us reach people who want to understand how money itself could evolve to serve humanity better. Subscribe to TJ Crypto World and ring that notification bell. We're the only channel tracking the monetary innovations that could reshape how 8 billion humans interact with value, savings, and commerce. Comment below. Do you think Pi Network could actually achieve global currency status? Or are the network effects of existing monetary systems too powerful to overcome? Your analysis shapes our future monetary investigations. Thank you for joining this investigation into Pi Network's path toward global currency adoption. Your engagement and thoughtful monetary analysis make this community the most insightful place for understanding how digital currency could evolve to serve human needs instead of institutional profits. If Pi Network's global currency strategy fascinated you, you'll be absolutely amazed by my recent deep dive into how central bank digital currencies are designed to eliminate financial privacy and cash alternatives, revealing why governments fear decentralized monetary systems like Pi Network. Click the video appearing on your screen now for exclusive analysis of the coming monetary control war. Remember, the most significant monetary developments aren't happening in Federal Reserve meetings or IMF conferences. They're happening in decentralized communities building alternatives that could make traditional currency systems obsolete. Keep exploring the monetary innovations that serve humanity over institutions. Keep supporting systems that empower users over extracting from them. And keep building the financial future that enables human flourishing instead of institutional control. This is TJ Crypto World, and I'll see you in the next monetary revolution.